And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Frank Rell, or Hercules. I don't even know how to even address my name anymore, but I haven't made a video, I think about, might be a year. So this video is going to be about the state of Bad Neighborhood. I'm going to go over some things that I've learned over the last year that the map's been out. So originally I posted the map, let me go real quick, on GameMaps.com 14 months ago. I don't know why it's been weird. Let me get here. Select. 14 months ago it had 3 levels, the street, school, and park. And then I updated around sometime, let's see here, maybe March. I added the sewer, and then about 7 months ago I put it on the workshop. So it's been on the workshop for 7 months now, and I got some feedback from a lot of people, and I'm going to go over some things here, and I'm going to go over some things that I would like to do personally, some stuff that I felt needs to be added to the map that weren't really brought up ever, that I think maybe was just overlooked, but personally I think things I want to add to it and change up. Just to say first of all though that this isn't something I'm working on right now, but I felt like it's been a year. I feel like I should put a video up and sort of go over the map itself and talk about it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not working on this directly right now, but I want to be thinking about it and working on it eventually, because the project's not dead. It's just I've had a lot of other work that I've been more focused on. So this has sort of just been on the back burner because it's, as now, it is a complete thing. But obviously it's a project that I put a year of my life into, and I want to make it as best as I can be. So really appreciate all the feedback that I've gotten over the year, and I want to update it as best I can. But let's jump in here, and I'm going to go over a couple things. Of course, I got custom skins like always. I'm just going to random it, start game. First thing first, the poster kind of sucks. I mean, I didn't put a lot of work into this, so this I want to update. The tagline I want to update. That stuff like that. Make it a little bit better, more professional, or interesting, really, because I mean, it's just pretty boring, and Okay, so here we are in the safe house. Some feedback that I've gotten is that the AI tend to not be able to pick this up, and I've seen it a lot where the AI just will not pick up the health packs. They did it here, so if it didn't work when you were playing, I have no idea why, because it's like a hit and miss sometimes. This first part though I want to address. So for those who have played it, know that when you open this up, it's going to say run to the safe house, and you have to run there. If you haven't played before, obviously you don't know where that is, but it's sort of the point of every levels. You run to the safe house. The thing about this first map is the zombies. It's in a constant sort of panic mode, and it's not difficult, even on the hardest difficulty. And I'm not that great at the game, but I can easily clear this out, mostly because I've done it like 1,000 times. But I don't really have an issue with the difficulty on this level. Oh shit. Just when I say that, I'm getting my ass beat. The one thing I do want to address though is telling the player where they need to go, so they have an understanding. Like when they see that, they're going to know that before they open that door, because they just sort of get thrown in here and unaware. In fact, I'm going to kill some of these zombies. Let's do this. Director _ stop. SV 1. Director. So I did. Maybe because I'm in an action thing. Okay. Well, we'll just play how it is. That's fine. We're on easy, so I was gonna kill the director and the zombies, but that's fine. So what I want to do is add similar to this, but have it like the map of the area or on the table or something that says, look at the map and have it show up on the HUD, or just you can easily see it on the wall. That will show like a layout of the area of like where you are, where to go, so the player has an understanding. So you look at that, and then you can open the door. But before you do that, it'll tell you that the zombies are going to come in, and maybe set up something like an explosion or a large sound. Like say this was barricaded up, and when we open it up, it's gonna create some kind of noise. That's just better storytelling and giving the player an understanding of what's happening. So that's I've heard some feedback about that where it's a little weird about it just sort of just triggering that whole thing. Some people really like it, some people or don't. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this a lot, is that this is a modded campaign. It's a free campaign, and I'm going to create it how my vision is for it. But of course, I take as much consideration and feedback as I can. Jesus, get out of my face, zombies! All right, let's keep moving here. Everyone's like dying. Just sitting around. How do I? Playing with a controller, and I don't even know how to get my own health kit. Okay, well, let's finish this level. So, another thing I've been hearing in the feedback is about the darkness, or the brightness, darkness, whatever you want to call it. Like I was just saying, I actually really like how it is. So like it's kind of like a mix between have people like it, have people don't, that I've seen. And I'm playing with the brightness all the way up, but mostly just for the video rendering, so that way it's possible to see in the darkness. If you've seen my last video on lighting, that came out really bad. I just really don't feel like re-uploading it, because there's videos after that you can kind of see it. So the information is there. But like I said, I like the level of darkness that I've created for it. So I don't have an issue for that. And if you feel like it's too dark, just turn your brightness up, and it'll be fine. Alright, let's just do heal me. Oh crap, I'm out of ammo. Let's see here. I've seen some feedback about the open space still. This level in particular has been pretty solid. I haven't seen too many people complain about this, because the way this map works, and that having that map in the beginning will additionally help for this. Any of these backyards you go into all sort of push the player in the same direction. So wherever way you go, it'll still sort of lead you to the same place. So it's a bit of exploration, and at the same time, you're still going the right way. One thing that I've seen is the placement of things. And I've tested this a lot, but I don't think I probably need to go and balance it again, because I was sort of balancing under the impression of players sort of exploring, and maybe not so much as going like the fastest route. So I think there's some areas where I could probably put some more health and ammo, because you see I'm already out and I haven't really explored anywhere. So paths where you're not going a different route, you're kind of going the fastest linear route, maybe add some pickups and stuff there to help with that. That's across the entire campaign. That's something I want to address. The glitch for the safe rooms, that's an issue that can't really be fixed. That is just how do I word this? That is just me being a novice when I first started building the level, and I did it incorrectly, because you have to build the safe house in one level and then file save as and then build directly off that safe house, whereas I sort of built it and then I made another map and then I sort of built it, and I kind of like copied and pasted the safe house into one map into the other, and it's a little bit off, and it's really I can't get it to even out. So you see when we come here, these are like floating, those are floating. It's not the biggest issue, but if this was like a professional. If this was in the official Left 4 Dead game, like you'd be like, what the heck is this? This is ridiculous. Why would this be shipped like this? But that was just my fault at building it incorrectly the first time. So that's sort of just gonna stay like that because I can't really fix that. Let's keep going. What else are we gonna talk about here? Storytelling. I want to add more storytelling in the entire level because there's nothing the players or the NPCs say at any part of the thing. They kind of just blurt things out about the zombies, but the story of this campaign isn't really being told correctly. Because originally it was designed for 4 new characters, and I was going to have the voices and everything, recorded specifically for that, which would still be awesome to do. It's just that is a whole different area I've never touched yet, like creating characters and animations and everything like that. Haven't really touched that stuff. Something I want to do and add to it, but maybe I could, for the time being, design a campaign around these characters going through this suburban area and update it for that instead. Let's see here. My other build logs I've talked about, the design level and everything like that, so I don't really need to go into that. I just want to talk about the state of it's in and where we could be going here from the future. I mean, if I come up with a better story and I feel like it could warrant a whole new level, because that's really I think where I'm probably going to need to go with it is expand the level range of the campaign, so that way it sort of adds like a whole new thing for players who have experienced it already to sort of come back. Because personally, I don't really ever play campaigns twice. Like the ones off Steam, I played a lot of really good ones. The only time I'll play a campaign again is if there's completely new content added to it, or I'm playing with a buddy and I want to show him it. So excuse me. So I think if I want players to check it out again that they've already played it, I'm going to need to include some more content into the map for them to check out, on top of adding the updates I want to do to it. So that's all future stuff that I would like to do.
Machete here.
It's Machete-o. Let's see, what else we got to talk about. Balance. I think I need to rework some of the balance in this level. I think is fine. Like I said, I did a lot of balance testing, and I found that I found it to be pretty solid, an even mix between easy and difficult in some areas where I felt that it needed to be. But there are some issues with like the tanks and witch spawns in the 3rd level that I'm gonna get to when I get there. But you got to remember, it's a difficult thing to balance when half the community says it's too easy and the other half says it's too hard. So I'm sort of like, I think, an average player, and so if it's challenging for me on the harder difficulties, then I think it's good. And if it's it's easy on the easy difficulties, that's how it should be. If it's on easy, I can easily just walk through this. That's how it should be. If I'm playing on expert, then it's going to be challenging, and that's how I said it. I just, on the third level, I just cranked it up. But there are some issues with, like, you'll get some really dumb spawns where you'll get like 2 or 3 tanks in a row, and I feel like that's a little bit unfair. Oh crap! Let's blow this up. It's a little bit unfair, so I want to go back and maybe rework that a bit. Because mostly I've seen just complaints about the witch and tank spawns, so that needs to be updated. The finale, the challenge there, because it's so open, there's not a lot of challenge. So playing on a hard difficulty is sort of the better idea if you want to something that's actually challenging. But it is pretty easy, and I don't think that's a problem, because if you look at most campaigns, every final finale is very tight quarters, really challenging, and this one's a little bit opposite, where it's a little bit more easier, and it's kind of like, oh, we've reached the finale, let's get out of here. We kind of did it. The harder parts are in the oh crap, this part where there's a tank. This tank is placed here Oh crap. So you always got to fight this tank, and it's actually kind of easy if you do explore. I haven't explored at all in this video, but there's like an M60 you pick up. There's a chance there's a rocket launcher or the grenade launcher that'll spawn here. What up, Nick? So exploration will help find some stuff. Crap. But I still want to keep the campaign as close as it already is, just better, right? And then improve it in the ways to make it more enjoyable. Like I said, it's a hard balancing act, and you know I think it's pretty solid now. But obviously from what I'm reading, it could always be better. Mouse getting a little dry. Yo, Charger, get out of here. What else should we talk about here? I guess we can go over this. Like I was saying earlier about the safe house. You can see that this safe house was done correctly. Let me get some drink here. Oh. This safe house was done correctly because when I had to add this map to it, I've already done the other three, and I realized how to do it correctly the second time around. So you can see everything spawns a little bit nicer.
Check the lockers.
Cool. Let's pick up some stuff. This level I tried to add some more story elements in here. I just sprayed echo all everywhere, and this guy sort of killed himself. A little bit more story, but nothing's really together. So that's something I want to address. I want to get more story elements going. Graphic-wise, I want to update this. I think the water's okay, but there's a waterfall over here that's it's really horrible. That I want to address. I don't think I've ever seen the silenced AK in here before. That's pretty cool. Let's pick some stuff up. I think the design for the tunnels is really solid. People have been really liking this one, so I'm happy about that. You know, if I do go for a 4th level, I don't know what it would be. Or I'm sorry, a 5th level. I think what I would do is I would keep it to where the park is still the finale, but it's sort of something happens where the plane gets crashed, and we have to find an emergency change somewhere else. Oh, Charger. I'm gonna talk about the design of this level real quick though. So this one is, if you're playing by yourself, yeah, the AI sucks, but I think that's always been the case. So if you play with other people, you're gonna have a better experience because this can be pretty easy. So what you want to have is someone here. As soon as someone hits that button to activate this, to make this as short as possible, because there are a shit ton of mobs that come. As soon as we start this, we'll be fighting this tank here. I just cut around here. He's done. Turn this power on. Activates the horde. There's some supplies up there. And you want to activate this as soon as possible. Smoker, and here they come. Actually, I don't know if I got that pretty soon, but normally they come pretty quickly out in these tunnels here. We want to get on here, activate this. So, if it's pretty challenging, just keep trying. I don't think anything needs to be able to be beaten right away. Some things take trial and error. So if you're having trouble with it, come up with a good strategy and see if you can best it, because I think that creates a more funner experience when you have to try some tactics and play a different way to be able to beat something. See, this part sucks right here, is that this damn witch, it spawns them randomly. This isn't like I placed this here, but I want to address this and maybe try fixing that. But if you got the chainsaw, maybe it's not too bad. There's this witch here, but she's not going to do anything. I think I should add some ammo in here. Again, like I was saying about the ammo and stuff like that, across the core route of the map. But I think I've addressed pretty much anything I wanted to address here. That goes over most people's feedbacks. I mean, a lot of it is sort of like, the same sort of idea between people in sort of the certain areas of the thing. Um, so if you're for something that I'm not for, then then this campaign just might not be directed towards you, and that's okay because there's so many great campaigns out there that all play a little bit differently. So this campaign's for people who want to play on a little bit of a darker map, a little bit easier or finale, that sort of stuff. But um, I'm definitely listening, and the project isn't dead. Like I said, it's been a year since I've really updated it, and of course it was 7 months ago when I put it on Steam Workshop. I don't know how to crouch on. Oh, there we go, with the controller. This part. Oh yeah, this is another thing. So this area right here is another area with the openness where the player could be very confused at where to go. And this area I really want to update because even though eventually you'll find your way, it needs to tell you, right? In Left 4 Dead 2, that's just how the game is designed, is to tell you where to kind of lead you. And yes, there is a light over there, but it's a hill, and you don't really normally go up there, and especially just the way this is angled, it doesn't come across exactly. Exactly like, doesn't exactly tell you that you need to go up here. So I want to put like a sign or something that points in this direction that really funnels you over here to the safe house, or even just put a damn note on your screen that says get to the safe house, because I think that is something that should be show up, but it doesn't. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're at the finale. That's most of all the feedback that I've gotten over the last year is those things. When I did an update, someone out. Let's go, Nick. When I did the first update, when I added the third level, I don't remember exactly what I've said in the last video. It's been so long since I watched it myself, so I could be repeating things, or I could be going against things I've said. But God, where was I even going with that? I don't even know. I said what I need to say. I want to work on it. I got other projects in the works. Project isn't dead.
I got some frag rounds here.
I got some updates I planned for it, but it's going to be a while still, and hopefully the players who played it would like to check it out again with some new content, and hopefully it fixes any issues that I can address. Other things is just how the map's designed. So if you have an issue with the design, I really appreciate the feedback, but not a whole lot in that area is going to be updated. Actually, we can talk about the finale here too, because this area is pretty open. Oh damn, I didn't even grab any ammo. That's fine. This area is open. I probably should alert the player like right away to go to the baseball diamond. Not baseball diamond, the basketball court. There is the only light there. That was sort of like the idea I had for telling players where to go, but that's not enough. So once you get here, it'll tell you to rate it for help. But I think we need a thing that tells player go to the basketball court to be able to do this or something, and update the story and all that stuff. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. For those who listened all the way through this, I'm really happy so far. I'm happy for all the players that played it. It's got 4 stars on Steam with almost 50 ratings, and that's super awesome, and I'm super happy about it. But like I said, I've been working on other things, been working on other Source games, notably Pirates, Vikings, Knights 2. If you haven't played it, go check it out. It's free to play on Steam. But I will eventually return to this campaign and update it eventually. So thanks again, guys. Take care.